ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीराम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम। जय जय राम। ॐ रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः। अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। ॐ श्री हनुमते नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनम् ॐ श्रीचिन्मयसद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे। ॐ श्री तुलसीदासाय नमः। हरि ओम, a warm welcome. Bhagavan Ramchandra ji and Lakshman ji were peacefully seated outside the kutira. Sita ji was also seated, probably she was tying some garland we saw yesterday. And then came Shurpanakha, who proposed herself to Ramchandra ji. When Ramchandra ji rejected, she went to Lakshman ji, again Ramchandra ji, again Lakshman ji, and finally she was so annoyed and she brought her Nija Swarupa and she tried to attack Ramchandra ji when Lakshman ji removed his weapon and cut off her nose and ears. She was disfigured. She rushed to her brothers, Khara, Dushana and Trishira, who came very, very angry with all their 14,000 Rakshasas to wage a war on the one who has disfigured their sister. Sitaji was taken to a safe place by Lakshmana, to the cave. And now what happened, we will see in the 19th Chaupai. Prabhu bilo ki saras kahi na dari, तखित भई रजनी चरधारी सचिव बोली बोले खर दूषण यह को नृप बालक नर भूषण नाग असुर सुर नर मुनि जेते देखे जिते हते हम केते हम भरी जन्म सुनहु सब भाई देखी नहीं असी सुंदरताई यद्यपि भगिनी कीन्हिक रूपा बधलायक नहीं पुरुष अनूपा देहु तुरत निज नारी दुराई जियत भवन जाहु द्वौ भाई मोर कहाँ तुम ताई सुनावहु तासु बचन सुनि आतुर आवहु दूतन कहाँ राम सन जाई सुनत राम बोले मुसुकाई. We will see it later. प्रभु बिलोकी, भगवान श्री रामचंद्र जी looked at those invading warriors. Saraksaka in a dari. And the invading warriors, all those Rakshasas, they could not release arrows from their bow. Why? They beheld Ramchandraji. And what did they see in Ramchandraji? Thakita bai rajani charadhari. When they saw Ramchandraji, the entire warriors, army, became powerless. Why powerless? Because of the very sight of Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji. Sachiva Bole, he called his minister and told him, Bole Khara Dushana. Khara and Dushana called his minister and told him, Yaha ko undrupa balaka nara bhushana. They said, this prince, whoever he may be, this prince is an ornament to the human race. Meaning what? He is so beautiful. He is handsome, so tender, so young. And he is so beautiful. He is an ornament to the human race. Naga asura sura nara muni jat jete dekhe jite hate hamakete. I have seen so many people everywhere. Nagas, asuras, rakshasas, sura, celestial beings, nara, human beings, muni, sages and saints, jete dekhe, I have won over them. I have seen them. Jite, I have conquered them. Hate, killed them. Hamakete, we have vanquished, slain so many people. Hamabari janma sunahu sababhai. Now, seeing this, we are unable to wage war. Such a beautiful person. But, Hamabari janma sunahu sababhai. During our whole life, oh brother, please listen. Dekhi nahi asi sundaratai. We have never seen such a beauty. We have never seen such a wonderful person. We are astonished looking at him. Jadyapi bhagini kinhik kurupa. Even though they have disfigured my sister, badalayaka nahi. Purushanupa, Badalayaka nahi, they don't deserve to be killed. Purushanupa, they are incomparable. Rather he, because Lakshmana is there with Sitaji. He is incomparable, peerless beauty. Dehu turata nija nari durai. He said, you go to them. As a messenger, you go to them and give my message. What is the message? Dehu turata. Surrender that woman immediately. Nija nari durai, whomever you have kept hidden, bring her and immediately surrender her to us, and jiyata bhavana jau. Go back alive to your bhavana, dvau bhai, you two brothers. Because he came to know two brothers are there. And then Sitaji. Surrender that woman and both of you go back to your bhavana. Exchange your wife for life. More kaha tum tahi sunavahu. Go and deliver this message to them. Ta subachana suni aturavahu. Listening to their response, come back immediately. Don't waste time. Don't delay. Dutana kaha ramasan jai. The messengers came, they did their job. They went to Rama and informed Rama. Delivered the message. Sunata Rama bole musukai. Listening to that, Rama, Bhagavan, bole musukai. He smiled. With a smiling face, he told them. What did he say? Ham chhatri mrigaya ban karahi tumase khala mriga khojat phirahi ripu balavant dekhi nahi darahi ek baar kalahu sanalarahi Jadyapi manuj danuj kula ghalak munipalak khalsalak balak jauna hoi bal ghar phiri jahu samar bimukha mai hatavu na kavu ran chadi kariya kapat chaturai ripu par kripa param kadarai दूतन जाई तुरत सब कहिऊ सुनि खर दूषण उर अति दहिऊ. हम छत्री. We are Kshatriyas. Ramchandra ji told the messenger, listen, we are Kshatriyas. Mrigaya vanakarahi. It is by or it is our nature to go hunting to the forest. It is our nature. Tumase khala mriga khojata phirahi. We hunt, but not animals. We hunt wicked people like you. You Rakshasas. Ripu balavanta dekhi nahi darahi. We are never afraid, we are never dismayed by looking at the so-called prowess of the enemy, strength of the enemy, however mighty you may be. Ekabar kala husanalarahi. Once we decide to fight, even if death, Yamaraja himself come, we will fight and we will win. We don't bother about it. Anybody for that matter. Jadyapi manuja danuja kula ghalaka. Though we are human beings, we are eliminators of all the Rakshasas. We will kill all of you. Munipalaka, we are saviors of sages and saints. Khalasalaka balaka, even though we are youthful and protectors of saints, we will torment the wicked. We will cut asunder the wicked. Beware. Jauna hoi balad ghara phiri jahu. In case you don't have that kind of a strength, go back. Return to your house. Samara bimukha mai hatau na kavu. Anybody who is running away from the battle, showing their back, I will never wage war against them. So you go. Be saved. Go. Run away. Rana chadi kariya kapata chaturai. When you have now come to fight, don't play all your foolish pranks and tricks here, saying, give your wife and you go. What do you think? Huh? Do you think the husband will come, give his wife, and then quietly go away? What do you think of yourself? Doot na jai turata sab kahu. Go and tell. So the messengers ran back and then told Kharadushana Trishira. Suni Kharadushana Ura Athide Dahevu. They were on fire. They were so annoyed, very angry listening to that. Ura dahevu kahevu ki dharahu dhaye bikata bhata rajani chara sar chapato mar sakti sula kripana parigha parasudhara prabhu ki dhanusha takora prathama kathora ghora bhayavaha भये बधिर व्याकुल चातु धानन ज्ञानते ही अवसर रहा सावधान होई धाये जानी सबल आराती लागे बरशन राम पर अस्त्र शस्त्र बहुभाती तिनके आयुध तिल सम करि काटे रघुबीर तानि सरासन श्रवण लगी पुनि छांडे निज तीर. Their heart was on fire. Uradayu kahevo ki dhurahu dhaye vikata bhata rajanija. They screamed, they exclaimed, capture him. Capture him. And these fierce demons, they rushed forth, taking the command from the boss, from the Raja, their commander. They rushed forth to capture Ramchandraji. Sara chapa tomara sakti sula kripana parigha parasudhara, all of them, they were well armed with all sorts of bow, chapa, sara, chapa, tomara, shakti, sula. So all that shula, spears, swords, axe, all that mace and so many other weapons they all had. Prabhu keen hi dhanusha takora prathama kathora ghora bhayavaha. Bhagavan, you know what he did? He just took his bow. Not arrow, only bow he took. And holding the bow, he held tight that string, he pulled that string, and with a force he just released the string. And such a, it made such a twang, shrill noise. It was so shrill, so powerful, it was terrific, fearful, dreadful, whatever you may know, all that words you can add. It was so fearful, bhaye badira, they became almost deaf. It was such a deafening sound. Vyakula, they became dismayed, they were agitated. Jatu dhanana jnanate hi avasar, they completely lost their senses also. There was no sense left for him to get up and check what happened. There were no arrows, only that sound, that twang. Savadhana hui dhaye, jani sabal arati. The demon warriors, now all the other Rakshasas, the leading person, they now moved ahead with lot of caution. Why? They understood. Understanding the fact that the enemy is not an ordinary person, they have got a very powerful enemy. So they started moving with lot of caution. Lage barashana rama para astra sastra bahubhati. Then the others, what did they do? They started hurling all kinds of arrows and other weapons, etc., missiles and all they started throwing towards Rama. Tinake ayudhatila sama karikate raghubira. Ramchandraji, however, naturally, Bhagavan, he just put all of them, down. And to what size? His arrows shot the arrows or the other weapons in such a way that they became almost like sesame, till, or like mustard. Like that they just fell down. Tani sarasana shavanalagi. And then Bhagavan drew the arrows to his strings and then took it near his ear and then started shooting, rained arrows over them. Now see, this is new, the chanda which we see in this 20th verse. It is a new chanda. In fact, I don't know Sangeeta and other stuff. Therefore, I have added my own tune to it. Alright, I don't know all those raga and etc. etc. I have added a simple tune. Alright, with that, because a new chanda. Let us see, let us try, let us see. Tab chale baan karal, phunkarat janu bahu byal, kope usamar Shri Ram, chale bisi khanisita nikam, avaloki khar taratir, muri chale nisichar bir, भय क्रुद्धतीनि उभाई, जो भागिरन ते जाई, ते बदब खम निज पानी, फिरे मरन मन महुठानी, आयुध अनेक प्रकार, सनमुख ते करहि प्रहार, रिपु परम कोपे जानी, प्रभु धनुष सर संधानी, छांडे विपुल नाराच, लघे कटन बिकट पिसाच, उरसी सभुज कर चरन, जहाँ तहाँ लगे मही परन, चिक्करत लागत बान, धर परत कुधर समान, भटकटत तन सतखंड, पुनि उठत करि पाषांड, नभ उड़त बहुभुज मुंड, बिनु मौलि धावत रुंड, खग खंक काक सृगाल, कट कट ही कठिन कराल, खग खंक काक सृगाल, कट कट ही कठिन कराल. To fill up that tune, I chanted the last line 2 times. Alright. Tab chale baan karala. All the Rakshasas, they started, shooting arrows. And the arrows, they, sped forth in such speed, it was as though, the snake was hissing. Like that, I am making some noise, but then you understand. Kope usamara Shri Rama. Bhagavan became extremely angry. Chale bisika nisita nikama. That anger which Bhagavan became, Ramchandraji became, even the Devatas were trembling. And with very sharpened arrows, he shot, so many arrows flew. In fact, the arrows rained on them. Avaloki kharataratira, muri chale nisicharabira. The demon warriors, they were so frightened. They turned their back and started running. They started fleeing. And the arrows just hit all of them. Bhaye kruddhatini ubhai. All the 3 brothers, Khara, Dushana and Trishira, both of them were wondering. They became extremely angry. Jo bhagi ranate jai. They, started shouting at all those warriors who were running away from the battlefield. Those who run away from the battle. Tehi bhadaba hamani japani. With our own hands, we will kill you. Listening to that, Bhire Maranamana Mahuthani. Listening to that, all the warriors returned, resolving to what? Die. Not resolving to fight, resolving to die. Very interesting. They thought What did they think? Death is guaranteed. They have to die. If they wage the war, the arrows will shoot and they will die. If they run away, these people will kill them. So death is guaranteed. Instead of dying in the hands of these wicked Rakshasas, let us at least die in the hands of Bhagavan. That much of punya at least let us come. So with that resolve, they started going back to fight. Tehi bada bhahamani japani. Phire marana. They came back, resolving to die. Ayudha aneka prakara sanamukhate karahi prakhara. With varieties of ayudha, they came up front. The frontal attack on Ramchandraji, they threw all the weapons. Ripo parama kopijani. Perceiving the fact that all the enemies are extremely furious, Prabhu Dhanusha Sarasandhani. Bhagavan, what did he do? He took arrows, not single also, some multiple arrows. And each arrow also, because Astra, with some mantra, one single arrow multiplied itself and killed many asuras there. Chande Vipula Naracha. Naracha is one of the name of one Astra. Very, very deadly Astra. And see, Astra, when we say, it is one arrow. But the arrow gets the power by chanting the mantra. Nagastra, Brahmastra, etc. When you say, the mantra gives the power to the arrow. Bhagavan, Naracha, that particular Astra, he kept on shooting and it went, killed many. Lage katana bikata pisacha. It went and killed everyone, all warriors. With the result, everybody were mowed down. Ura sisa bhuja kara charana, jaha taha lage mahi parana. Ura, this trunk body. Sisa, heads. Bhuja, arms. Kara, hands. Charana, feet. Everything went in all directions. Chikkarata lagabana, pierced by the shafts, pierced by the arrows. Everybody started yelling, Chikkarata, Dhara Parata Kudhara Samana. And all their trunks, their body fell like mountains. They are not ordinary man-sized Rakshasas, huge Rakshasas. So when they fell, as one big mountain fell down, all of them fell down. Bhata Katata Tanat Satakhanda. Warriors' bodies were thrown hither, thither, and into hundreds of pieces. Satakhanda. Purivutata Kari Pashanda. They all had all this Maya Jala Vidya. So what did they? All of them slowly came and got attached and immediately they stood up. I'm sure you must have watched in that Ramayan serials and all. All the legs and hands and trunk and head, all come to talk, they get joined, they'll stand up, again fight. Nabhaudata bahubhuja munda. Number of arms and heads and legs flew in the air. Binu mauli dhavatarunda, and headless trunks also started running. Head has fallen, trunk started running to and fro, hither, everywhere. Khaga kanka kaka srigala kata katina karala. Birds like kites and crows and vultures and jackals, all of them, they came and they started grasping, eating, handling everything. And it was such an awful scene. And for them it was a very good treat. Isn't it? For chalo, khalo, because breakfast, lunch and dinner all at a time has come. Chalo, khalo. Now again, Tulsi gives the description of war. कट कट ही जम्बुक भूत प्रेत पिशाच खर संचही बेताल बीर कपाल ताल बजाई जोगिनी नंचही रघुबीर बान प्रचंड खंड ही भटन केउर भुज सिरा जहाँ तहाँ पर ही उठी लरही धर धरु धरु करही भय कर गिरा अंतावरी गही उड़त गीध पिशाच कर गही धावही संग्राम पुरबासी मनहु बहु बाल गुडी उड़ावही मारे पछारे उर बिदारे विपुल बट कहरत परे अवलोकिनी जदल बिकल बठनी सिरादि खर दूषण फिरे सरशक्ति तोमर पर सुसूल कृपान एक ही बार ही करि कोप श्री रघुबीर पर अगणित निशाचर डारही प्रभु निमिष महुरी पुसर निवारी पछारि डारे सायका दस दस बिसिखौर माझ मारे सखल निशिचर नायका मही परत उठी भट बिरत मरतन करत माया अति घनी सुर डरत 14 सहस प्रेत बिलो की एक अवध धनी सुर मुनि सभय प्रभु देखी माया नाथ अति कौतुक कर्यो देखहि परस्पर राम करि संग्राम रिपुधल लरि मर्यो राम राम कहि तनु तजहि पावहि पद निर्बान करि उपाय रिपुमारे छन महु कृपा निधान हर्षित बर्षहि सुमन सुर बाजहि गगन निशान अस्तुति करि करि सब चले शोभित विविध विमान सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Forcefully, very difficult, very difficult. Lot of practice is required. Not that I have been very perfect. कट कट ही जम्बुक भूत प्रेत पिशाच कर पर संचही jackals, fox, pishacha, bhuta, preta pishacha, ghosts and spirits and vampires, all of them came there to, grab all those flesh and bones and blood and everything. They took the skulls and they filled all the blood in that skulls, oozing blood, they filled in the skulls. Morning tea or evening tea probably. They filled and started drinking. Betala, Bira, Kapala, Tala, Bajai, Jogini, Nanchahi. Betala, devils, they also came and they took 2 heads and then started playing like cymbals. Tala, during bhajan session you play tala, like that they started playing with the heads. And Yogini, Nanchahi, all the yoginis, they started dancing. They have not much worried about what has happened. The sound of that, head cymbals. They created sound and they started dancing. Yoginis started dancing. Raghubhira bana prachanda khanda hi batana ke ura bhuja sira. Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji's fierceful arrows. It went and, pierced into the chest and hands and legs and everything. It cut everything. But interestingly, even though so many heads were fallen, so many hands, so many legs and trunk and everything, but at any given period of time, 14,000 Rakshasas were there. All the Maya Shaktis, जहाँ तहाँ पर ही उठिल रही धर धरु धरु करही भय कर गिरा Their bodies fell on all sides. And then what happened? Slowly they came. They stood up again. Again they started with war. And when seize him, capture him, catch him. With that exclamation, they came back to war. Antavari gahi udata gaidha pisacha kara gahi dhavahi. All the vultures, they started throwing, they also started throwing, flew away with all that, all the hands and some trunk and some flesh portion. They started picking up and started flying along with it. While all the ghosts, pisacha, karagadhidavahi, even the ghosts, they started capturing along with them. And they also started throwing here and there. Sangrama purabasi manahu bahu balagudi udavahi. It was like, that particular battlefield wherever the fight is going on, it was like many children, they were playing kites. Like that everything is thrown up and everything is, in the air, like as though they were playing kites. Mare pachare urabidare. Bipula bhata kaharata pare. And all those Rakshasas were smitten. They were torn apart. Hands and legs everywhere. Chest also torn. More lay down. Avaloki nijadala bikala bhata. Nisiradi kharadushana pire. Finding the army in absolute distress. Kharadushana Trishira. They turned towards Rama and, they actually underestimated Ramchandraji. They thought one small boy is standing there, what can do 14,000 army? We are all, each one is sufficient for that. That is also too much actually. This is what they thought. They underestimated Rama. Sarasakti tomar parasu sula kripana eka hi barahi karikopa shira gubira par aganita sinisachara dharahi. These demons, so many hundreds of them furiously came against Ramchandraji, and they also shot line of arrows, spears, iron clubs and axes and daggers and maces and everything. All at once they threw. Prabhu nimisha mahuri pusara nivara pachari dare sayaka. In fraction of a second, Bhagavan also shot arrows and removed all of them, like our recent Operation Sindoor. The Pakistanis, shot so many drones and missiles and everything, and our own brave, the most wonderful, powerful Bharata Sena, they put all of them down. Not one of the drones came and hit our Bharata Punya Bhumi. Similarly, Ramchandraji put everything down. Dasa bisika ura majha mare sakala nisichara nayaka. And Bhagavan immediately again took about tens of arrows together. He would put and he would shoot on all of them, and everybody, they will fall down and they will again rise because of their Maya Shakti. Mahi parata uti bhata bhirata maratana karata maya ati ghani. Since they were not at all dying and they were playing tricks with their Maya Shakti, Sura Darata, all the celestials, they started trembling. Now what is going to happen? Sahasa preta biloki eka avadhadhani. And all the pretas, everything, all of them, so many number came and they tried to attack Ramchandraji, and the two alone, eka avadhadhani. Then Dekhi paraspara ramakari sangrama ripudala larimaryo. Then what did Ramchandraji do? He made a miracle. Because he found that all the suras and sages and all of them were alarmed. They didn't know what to do, because every time you kill, they again get back to life. Then Ramchandraji, what did he do? He shot an arrow with a miracle. And what did they do? Each one found the other Rakshasa as Rama. One finds A finds B as a Rama and B finds A as a Rama, and paraspara they killed themselves. Rama Rama kahi tanuta jahi. All of them left their body screaming, shouting, in fact glorifying Ram Ram. They did not say Khara, Dushana or Trishira or Ravana. They chanted the name of the Lord. Pavahi pada nirbana. Look at the greatness of Bhagavan. All of them Rakshasas who came to kill Rama, Ramchandraji Karunanidhi, Kari Upayari Pumare Chanamahu Kripanidhana. Kripanidhana, compassionate Lord, gave them Nirvana Pada. Why? They acted selflessly. These Rakshasas must have done a lot of Punya Karma in the Purva Janmas. And this one last thing was there. One Bhagavan himself came and killed them and took them to his own abode. Harashita barashahi suman sura bhajahi gagana nisan. The moment Ramchandraji killed all of them, took them to the abode, immediately all the celestial beings, camera was ready. And then the director said, okay, ready? Roll camera, action. Immediately they all showered. Usual activity. Showered flowers on all of them. Astuti kari kari sabachale sobhita vividha bimana. And after doing that, all the gods, they found their own vimana. And then all of them went back. With this first section of the war was over. Now, listen carefully. We will end this series today here and will continue on the 16th of September. Today, we are ending it on the 5th itself. Tomorrow, I am traveling for a very beautiful camp with my Guru. Therefore, we will end this series today with the success of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji in the war, and we will continue what happened in our next series. Alright. Siyavar Ramachandra ki jai, Pavan Sutta Hanuman ki jai, Umapati Mahadev ki jai, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Thank you very much. We will meet in the next series. Shri Ram.